Hello, we are here to provide a demo of our project, Career Showcase Management System. It's a standalone application and I will walk you through the project on behalf of the group. Let's begin. I'll run the project first. This is the login screen where students or companies can log in to the Career Showcase system. Let's assume we are using the system for the first time. As we see, there is nothing when you generate report. As you can see, if I click on sign up, without selecting company or student, it throws an appropriate pop-up prompting to select either company or student. Click OK. Let's go with creating a company first. We are now on the company profile creation page. We could type in all the details for creating a company profile, but to make things easier, for this demo, we will use the import button that will auto-populate all the required fields. The POC details is point of contact details. We are setting the password to C1 for simplicity. Now we save. The company object is created and is shown by this pop-up. We are now into the company profile page. This is the home page for a company when they log in. Here, a company can do different things like modifying the company information by clicking on Modify button, check for lists of interviews scheduled with students by clicking on the Scheduled Interview button, add new jobs or positions that students can apply to, check students who have applied for the selected job and exit to login screen by clicking log out. I will log out now and then log back in to show these functionalities. Now that we have created the company, let's write it to the object. We are back on the CRC login page. We can view the company object we just created by clicking on Generate Report. The list of companies shows the toString method output of the company object we just created. We will now log in again and go over the Modify Company functionality. We'll select company. The login ID is Deloitte and the password we entered was C1. Login, and we are back on the company profile page for Deloitte. Now we will click on Modify button. In the Modify Company page, we can only modify these 4 attributes: description, point of contact details, days of arrival, and the number of recruiters. We will change the point of contact details to Mr. Adam. And hit save. We can see the point of contact details is updated in the company profile page. We will log out again and check the object report for the login screen. Object. Logging in again using the same credentials. New jobs. As you can see, there are no positions available. So we can add the positions by clicking Add Jobs button. Once again, companies can manually fill all details, but to save time, we will again use the Import button designed for this demo. I will change the location to Tampa and hit Save. I'll add one more position. And hit Save. Now I wouldn't want to add any more jobs and say no. We see both the jobs rendered here. We will now log out, create student profile and apply for the position as a student. There are no students added right now. So we click on sign up, select student and click on sign up to create a new student user. The student has two subclasses, graduate or an undergraduate student inherited from student class. If it's an undergrad student, it does not contain a UG major attribute, and likewise a graduate student does not contain a current standing, sophomore, etc. The student creates a password here when they sign up. The student ID is generated by the system, which acts as a username for the next login of the student. To save time, we will just import the details and make changes to them. Clicking OK takes us to the student homepage with all the details we just added. I can modify the details by clicking the Modify button, where again the UG. Let's go ahead and check this first. I can either update the information using Save button or return without any changes using the Back button. Let's just change the GPA to 3.5 and add a UG major. When we save, it is reflected as 3.5. Also, we see that there are no positions that I have applied to yet. So let us first search jobs. I have not applied to any positions, so I'll search available jobs by clicking Search Jobs. I can search jobs using job IDs. Or using company name. These are the positions available with Deloitte. Or any job position, any job title that I'm aware of. Now I can apply to the position by selecting the position and clicking the Apply button. It is application successful. It renders on my list of applied jobs. So As of now, the decision of the job is applied, and so I have no slots to pick. I can either search for more jobs and apply, or log out using the logout button and wait for an interview. I'll log out. Now we will log in as a company and see how to send interview invitation to students who have applied for the position. But we will write to object file and see the student that has been created. Job to see the potential candidates for the job. Students who have applied for the job. These are the students who have open job. So we can see the potential candidates as Kishore, because Kishore as a student has applied to this position. Click on the student and click view profile. It will show the student's profile, and if the student looks good, we can send an interview invitation. Let's go ahead and do that. The interview invitation has been sent. There is no student history because this is the first time that we are interviewing the student. Log out. And now we log in as a student to accept the interview and to we see this. Now we will log in with the credential we generated. Here we see that the status is scheduled interview, and I have been scheduled an interview with Deloitte slot by clicking the pick a slot button. I'll go ahead with 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and click save. All the slots are available, so currently all the slots are available, so I can pick any slot, and yes, I'm scheduled. This slot becomes unavailable to other interviewees. In order to see and check if the pick a slot button allows other candidates to pick the same slot who have been scheduled for the same position, we added some dummy variables. And made them apply to the same position. Now that we have more students in the list, we can go ahead and check if another student scheduled for the same job interview can pick a slot that has been already taken or not. We will make Shraddha apply to Deloitte Business Analyst position and schedule an interview for her and see if she can schedule 10 to 11 that Kishore has already picked. Shraddha has been scheduled for an interview with Deloitte 111 Business Analyst position that Kishore had been scheduled as well. If we see pick a slot, it does not allow her to pick 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Although we would not go ahead and pick a slot and check if the company can see Shraddha as in the scheduled interview tab. We'll now log back in to the company to see the list of candidates who have been scheduled for the interview. The company will be able to see the list of all scheduled interviews for this particular job by clicking on Scheduled Interviews button. I'll go ahead and click this Scheduled Interviews. Select a job and we see that Kishore has been scheduled for the interview. This screen also allows company to add comments for the student depending on the outcome of the interview. If the company likes the student, it will click on accept and then add comments. Upon click comments, as I have accepted Kishore, I like his technical skills. I like Kishore's profile, technical skills, so I accept him and add good technical skills. I click OK and it will be reflected on student's profile from company's perspective. To verify that, we will again go to the company's profile page and click on Open Job, select the same student and view his profile for recently added comment. Let's go ahead and do that. View profile and we see good technical skills are reflected. Having these comments handy helps the interviewer to assess the candidate better the next time they come to the career showcase. As there will be a huge number of student entries to used comparator and comparable interfaces to sort the list of students by their ID, name or grade year by clicking the respective buttons. Here's how we did it. We click, it is already sorted by ID, so we click sort by name. It changes Mangesh on the second position and Shraddha to the third position. We can even sort we can sort them by name and by grade year.
I think it's cool. It looks cool, but it's not comfortable.
In summary, Career Showcase System is a comprehensive tool which helps the student from searching a job to getting an offer and helps a company from promoting their job openings to scheduling interviews and getting the right candidate. Thank you.